Oh my gosh! They shouldn't have let me near a microphone. I broke into the recording studio. Alright, are you ready for the preface? Wait. Yeah. Preface.
Store hours. We open at 5:30 a.m., close at 10:30 for lunch, open back up at 3 p.m., are open till 7, and then we're open between the hours of 2 and 3 a.m. Both gentlemen are reaching their hand out to you. Whose do you take?
Wait. Does slime poop?
Do slimes produce fecal matter? I have never asked this question. You noticed earlier that there was a rather large figure up at the top of the waterfall.
Hey, Pal Pal,
Well, yeah.
is there supposed to be something up there?
Why, you can grow meat inside of the potato skin. You plant in vegetables, and you get out meat. I need to find me some of these rare specimens. I am one with the dirt. I am one with nature. And Crystal says, wait. You feel it.
What?
Green in the tree.
The shadow in the leaves.
Pissed off attack! I might take an early retirement.
As an NPC?
Delete me already, please.
And so your adventure begins.
And so my adventure begins. Okay.
All right. I don't want to lie to them.
Oh, you don't want to lie to them?
I don't want to lie to them.
Okay.
This is take 2.
This is take 2.
We spent 3 hours playing the other day with a terrible microphone setup. Had way too much bleeding. The audio quality had to be completely scrapped. So if this feels a little bit more straightforward and like she's not Lottie dying all around, it's because she almost kind of thinks she knows what she's doing this time.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I tried to fix it.
It was unrecoverable.
It was a really old microphone. And I shouldn't have
No,
even
we should've just bought
bothered.
another one. And that's what we did. And now we have high quality standards and it's amazing.
Kind of.
Better quality standards and it's amazing.
I mean, we're still using a they know about the blanket fort. We made a blanket
Oh no,
fort.
that's not even low quality. I'm proud of that.
We made a blanket fort for our recording studio.
Anyways, we're in a forest.
Oh, yeah,
Your wolf is almost dying.
Oh yeah.
He's still unconscious.
Yes.
Being carried by Grog, and the rest of your party members are attempting to get back to the village.
Yes. I mean, are we just gonna make it back, or do you need us to like?
I want everyone to roll survival checks, but as long as Pelias doesn't suck at his job, you should be fine.
As long as Pelias doesn't kill
Oh
us.
no, he's fine at his job.
Oh, okay. Do I still need to roll?
I mean, he was leading you, so he would roll a survival check, and you just kind of have to follow him.
Okay.
Roll to not get lost.
Me? Oh.
Yeah. Because you have a terrible sense of direction.
Hey,
You're
the
fine.
16.
Good.
I didn't.
It only takes you 1 hour to get back to the village after from where you were.
Okay. Is it completely dark?
It is completely dank.
Okay. What season is it?
What?
In game? What season is this?
Seems like summer.
Okay.
It's spring or summer. You can tell it's like a warmer climate. It's not overbearingly hot. The evening's actually kind of nice and cool. It's either kind of refreshing. It's like 70 degrees right now, even though the sun's down. And you're making your way through the woods, and it seems a little bit spookier at night.
Ooh, spoopy.
Spoopy. After you've already been mauled by the wolves, though, you're not really caring about that. You're kind of more concerned about your own wolf, I would assume. But you do manage to make it.
My concern for my wolf is so great.
So overwhelming.
So overwhelming.
So you do make it back to the Elven village after about an hour, and it's around about 10 p.m. right now.
Okay.
What do you do?
I turn to Crystal and Grog and I say, I guess we should take Nachia to the alchemist that you guys went to before.
It's probably a really good idea.
Yeah.
She has a policy where she'll help anyone in need. So, I mean, we'll just get him to bang on the door. Yeah, I can. She normally opens the door for me. If I just bang loud enough, she generally just calms down pretty quickly.
Oh. Okay, then.
So, Pelias. Everyone else is ready to be going to bed because they've had a very long journey, especially Pelias, who is literally hopped off his horse, knees on the ground, kissing the dirt at this point. Oh, home sweet home, I've missed it so much. Oh, the Elven village. I'm never going to leave you again. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to next time a player character comes by, but I'm never going to leave you again, I swear. And he's literally just hugging the dirt at this point.
Oh, Pelias.
Because this is the roughest venture out into the forest that he has ever had, as you can tell by the exasperated state. Everyone else is basically, yeah, I think we're gonna hit the hay too. Yeah, it's been a long. Wait, no, they're not with you yet. You're right. Dang it, they haven't reconvened.
No.
Oh no.
We'll cut that.
We'll cut that. All right. So everyone else is going to basically be hitting the hay too, and by everyone else I mean Clyde.
3:30.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It's been a long day. I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I need my beauty rest so I can make bread in the morning. French toast. I was thinking French toast.
Are you gonna make me some French toast, Clyde?
I mean, if I get to bed right now, I might have the energy to. Edgewise, if I stay up and walk around the town, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna hit the hay.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Okay, so Clyde wanders off, and you have no idea where this alchemist is.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Are you just gonna follow Grog and Crystal?
I pull out my map and I make it look like I'm trying to figure things out, and I kind of get this look of complete and utter failure. Just like,
I was about to say
I
you and
can't
directions don't work.
read maps.
So Crystal hops off of Grog's shoulders and grabs you by the pinky and starts pulling you in the direction that you need to be going.
Okay.
And she leads you there, and you manage to get there. Within 3 minutes. It's a real short distance.
Okay.
It's not that long. The Elephant Village is moderately small. You can walk basically anywhere within 10 minutes.
Okay, that's good.
So you manage to get there, but the sign on the door says closed, and all the windows are dark. It seems like she's asleep.
Hey Grog,
Yeah.
you said if you bang loud enough on the door, she'll answer.
Well, I mean, she's got a policy where she helps anyone in need, so I'm sure it would work if anyone does it, and my hands are kind of full. And he
Okay.
looks down at your unconscious wolf that is in his arms that he's been carrying
All
for the
right,
past
I
couple
go
of
up to
miles.
the door.
Yeah.
And I reel back my hand, and I just kind of let a loud thud out against the door. Once.
Couldn't you be more like, I don't know, courteous, or just try this? And she just raps on the door.
Okay.
And then a couple of minutes go by. There's no answer. And then Grog shifts the wolf over to one arm and bangs on the door. Angelica, we need some help. One of our friends' animals is hurt. And then a couple more minutes go by, and you hear a bunch of like thuds and loud clanging and breaks, and some stumbling as if someone has fallen down the stairs. And eventually, though, someone comes and they open up the door, and this is someone you've never seen before, and she is a tall, rather voluptuous, blonde-haired elven woman. But her hair is completely awry. It is sticking up in every which way direction. It's normally very tame, very calm.
I wonder if she knows
Very graceful.
Helias.
But it is kind of like sticking up and in just about every which direction that you could possibly imagine. And she's just currently in her evening gown as she was asleep a few moments ago. Oh no, what has happened? Well, you see, we were in the forest, and then it got dark, and then it got dangerous.
It got dark and it got dangerous, and my wolf is terribly injured and almost dead. Kind of. Is he almost dead?
She runs up and she grabs Grog by the arm and she's like, "Are you okay? Oh my gosh, I'll have to tend your wounds. Well, actually, we're concerned about the unconscious wolf in his arms."
My character sees this. She sees her run up to Grog. I would like to make a sense motive check.
You may attempt to make a sense motive check.
I sense motive this woman of voluptuous breastedness and blonde hair. Wow.
Terrible sense motive.
It's a 10 total.
It's a 10. She seems like she is a very concerned alchemist / apothecary owner who is concerned for the welfare and well-being of all of the people that come through. So she likes people. She just seems like a people person to you, more so than animals. But she does seem like she's gonna help out anyone.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you don't get what you're looking for. You're fishing.
I'm fishing for things, but I ship it.
You ship it?
I'm shipping it.
Okay.
I'm shipping this situation.
Shipping ships.
Yes.
Okay. So then she's like, "Okay, quickly, come in. We'll have to take care of this right away." And she clears off a table on a spot, and then Grog sets your wolf down on the table. Oh my, well luckily you did manage to get to your wolf rather soon. If you wouldn't have put these wraps around his wounds and put the salve that I sold these fine people earlier, he honestly wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, I probably should have picked one of those up myself. I didn't have one. So, just so you know, money's a little tight on my end. So, I'm just saying. I look at Grog, I'm like, hey, Grog,
Yes.
be a dear and tell the nice lady how good of a person she is, and that we should get a discount.
Well, I mean, she already knows she's a great alchemist. What is it gonna do if I tell her?
I don't know, Grog. Maybe if you talk to her, you could woo her.
Snow, what are you trying to do with Grog? Now, like, I know that we sold our bodies in taverns to elves, but that doesn't mean that everyone wants to live that kind of lifestyle. The alchemist, meanwhile, is completely ignoring this conversation, by the way, and just redressing the wolf's wounds and applying new salves and everything. Well, luckily we were able to get him stabilized, and he honestly should be fine, but he's going to need a couple days' rest. He should not exert himself any which way. He should only be trying to heal from his wounds for the next while.
Okay. Yeah. No. So I guess he's gonna be here for a few days then.
Well, I mean, you could arguably take him back, but I would at least like for him to spend the night here. That way I could keep an eye on him to make sure he gets out of his more critical condition. But after that, as long as he doesn't exert himself too hard, he should be fine. Once he regains consciousness, that is.
Okay. All right. So I mean, I will elect to leave the wolf with her, but I do ask her. I'm like, so how much is that's gonna cost me?
Well, I mean, most of the remedies that I used on your wolf weren't really all that expensive. It was basically the cost of proper bandages, healing salves, and him staying for a while while I examine him, take care of him. So it'll probably only be around about 50 gold.
50 gold. Oh, yeah. Is there any way we could like make that a bit cheaper? I'm just saying. I'm a wallet. I don't mean that. I'm not trying to say I don't love my wolf, but I also can't afford that. I don't even have 50 gold.
Yeah, come on, Angelica. We're little adventurers. We haven't even gotten to sell all that much or get anything. I mean, I don't normally do discounts, but if the situation's really that severe. Oh, come on, Angelica. You know we're your favorite customers. We're also your only customers.
Ouch.
Because there hasn't been that many people coming around here recently, so you could do us a solid and help the wolf out, couldn't you? And he starts to nudge her with his elbow.
I back Rock. I'm like, yeah. There's not been really anybody else that we've seen here beyond the Dark Guild. There's not really been anybody else.
And as Grog is talking to her, nudges her with his elbow, she blushes slightly. And then she grabs back onto his forearm and says, oh, well, I do suppose for my favorite customers, I could manage something.
I sense motive!
Okay, you can sense motive.
The rolls just keep getting worse. It's a 9 total.
You can tell
I
that
was
the woman
thinking-
has not had very much business and appreciates the customers greatly.
Oh, great.
She really is appreciative of them.
She really is appreciative of them, huh?
Yep.
Huh? I'm still shipping it.
Best of luck to you.
I'm really bad at noticing this kind of stuff between people.
Apparently. It's one of your character flaws.
Not a flaw.
Okay. So she says that she wants the wolf to stay the night with her. Is there anything else you wanted to do before you headed out?
What time of night is
It's
this?
like 11 p.m.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm
It's
just gonna
dank
go
dark.
back and I'm gonna go back to the tavern and I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Basically, everyone else is going to be doing the same. She says good night. Well, good night to you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that I was able to help you in any way I could. I'll be watching after your wolf for the evening, but do stop by regularly to check up on him.
Of course, thank you. We really do appreciate it. And I guess we just leave. And
Yep. She waves you off and like.
does
says
she make
goodbye.
Grog linger?
What?
Does Grog linger a moment?
Grog doesn't linger. She looks like she's ogling at the group of adventurers that just left, though. If you want to make a perception check, make a perception check.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Her eyes seem to be looming on.
Hold on. Is that 13?
Yeah, that's a 13.
Okay. That's a 19 total.
Yeah. Okay.
What do I see?
She's ogling at your party, but because you're walking, but Crystal's riding Grog, it seems like she's definitely not ogling at you.
Well, I'm glad she's not ogling at me. I don't swing that way. But it's in their direction.
It's in their general direction.
Oh, it's not like I didn't ship it in the first place.
Okay. So you all make it back to the tavern.
And
well, I mean, we're really tuckered out. That was a bit of a day. There was a elk, and then there was a bear, and then there was a giant praying mantis the size of Grog. And
as soon as she mentions the bear, I pull the bear head out and just shove it on my head and open and close the mouth a few times. I don't know what to do with this.
I mean, you wear it pretty well.
Thank you, Grog.
And don't we also have like what were those two? The witchy lady with the smoking addiction problem and the big guy?
Oh, Celia and Tiffany, yeah.
Yeah, those two. I can remember.
Oh,
names.
that's right.
I thought that he said he did something about crafting things, and she's a wizard, so couldn't they make something out of it?
Probably. I can do potions. I can do alchemy, but I can't do anything with the skin.
Unless that was an ingredient for a potion.
I feel like human skin would be closer. I'm just
They both just glare at you.
I just kind of stop. I'm like, that came out right the way I meant it, but at the same time, I realized where I went wrong. I'm gonna go to bed.
Speaking of which, when are they going to be meeting back up with us? Didn't you message them a couple of days ago?
I sent a quick message. I'm like, how far out are you guys right now?
There's no response.
They're asleep. Okay. Dang it. I mean, if I remember correctly, they said they were like 17 tiles to the north, and he said a few days. So I mean, it's been like 2 days or so since I last heard from him. I think. I don't know. I have a really bad sense of time too. So.
All right, well, let's just try messaging them again in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, we're all a bit tuckered out. I could go with some sleep.
Yep. I go up to my room.
Okay. So everyone's basically walking upstairs and making their way to their
I
individual
strip
rooms.
off the armor as I'm walking in. Like, just as I walk in through the door, I just kind of strip it off.
Just throw it on the floor.
Drop.
Any which way. Okay.
And face plant into the bed.
So what are you wearing?
I dropped everything.
Okay, so you dropped everything. You face planted into the bed.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I have underwear on.
Roll a d10.
A D10.
D10.
I have that. That's a 3.
Okay, you woke up in the middle of the night
Why did
because
I
you were cold.
Okay, I get under the covers.
Okay, roll your d10.
Really?
Yeah. There you go. You sleep for another 8 hours.
Dude, that's some good sleep.
You get some really good sleep once you're under the covers.
Oh, do I get a well-rested bonus?
You do get a well-rested bonus.
Yes!
The silky elven sheets that were on this tavern's inn.
I need to get some of these for my house.
Very, very comfortable. Very soft and smooth. Feels like you're sleeping on clouds.
Clouds. Clyde. Wait, what? What the heck was that? Who does that roll?
What?
What was that roll for?
I'm not rolling people's perception.
Oh dear God. No. Stop it.
They walk by your room. No one in your party has perception, so. Wait, who is? I know one person in your party has to have perception.
One person who's here?
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't that be our little rogue girl that I don't know what her class is? What is she?
What? Okay, yeah, so Grog and Crystal are the only people in your party that have perception, by the way.
Oh God.
Just letting you know. Okay, yeah, but no, you're fine. No one hears you mumbling your
Food.
your
That's
your
clearly what I'm thinking
fantastical
of.
dreams. So you managed to wake up and what do you adorn your armor? Do you get into any other?
I put on the green dress.
Well, it's actually a white dress.
Is it white now?
No.
Oh,
It's
still stained.
yeah,
I put
it
on-
was originally a white dress until you got green grass stains on it.
I put on my dress that's clearly from anthropology.
But yeah, no, Franny thought it was a new fad in the Elven Village and that you were just trying to get some more natural, earthy tones into it, and she thought it was beautiful, so she kept it the way it was.
Heck, damn it, Franny, no.
She thought you were a genius.
I mean, I have an intelligence of 4, not of 3.
That's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, so you make your way downstairs.
Uh-huh.
And you see Grog with an absolutely massive bowl in front of him. It's about 2 feet in diameter.
2 feet?
Yeah, 2 feet in diameter.
How?
So you see like the size of this table that's in front of us? Yeah, that's
Mhm.
2 feet. That's roughly 2 feet. That's what I'm basing it off of.
I walk over and I say, "Are you taking a bath?"
And you see he's dipping a soup like
Is
he's
it
not,
like
not a soup spoon,
ladle?
but a ladle, like a giant ladle basically, and he's dipping it into this bowl of oatmeal, and he's just stuffing it in his face.
Why would I be bathing in oatmeal? I think that would feel kind of funny.
He's just stuffing it in his face.
Wow.
He eats a hearty breakfast.
How can you afford him, Crystal?
He affords himself.
No, he pays for himself. He's a strong, independent man who don't need no woman.
I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, for the most part, he's rather self-sufficient.
That's a good thing. A self-sufficient man. That's
See,
all.
that's why I don't need a horse or anything. Useless. You have to pay for their stables and all their food. Grog just takes care of himself.
Mm.
And he's more useful in combat, too. You should get yourself a Grog.
I don't know if there's another man in this world that exists who is exactly like Grog.
Gosh darn right, there's no one as good as me.
He's just stuffing his face with oatmeal. And then Clyde comes downstairs, opens the door. Roll a perception check.
It's a 19 total.
You smell delicious, baked, good, sugary scent waft through the air.
Oh. Well then.
And from him, he brings out a plate and sets it before you. And it is a beautiful stack of 2 pieces of French toast with maple syrup and a strawberry and... I'm trying to think what I'm thinking of. Yeah, a strawberry and vanilla icing glaze on top of it.
Well then. You should be honored, Claude. I actually dreamed of this.
Yeah, I heard you saying something about Clyde in your sleep.
I sneeze really awkwardly, just trying to like.
Clyde blushes. Yeah, no, I woke up early and I was out in the kitchen and just made this. It was fun. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, world.
And he pulls the chair out for you and he says, "My lady."
I just kind of sit down, just like flatly, just like, really quickly sit down, and I'm really stiff, like. I didn't want to. I really wish nobody had heard me say anything.
And he puts a napkin down on your lap and
I'm like, I don't know. Okay.
a fork on one side of your hand and a knife on the other side.
He just puts it in my hand.
No, he sets it down on the table, but
Oh.
on the appropriate sides.
Okay. Oh, well, that's impressive. I correct it.
What do you mean you correct it?
Technically, if he wants to set it up right, both the knife and the fork go on the same side of the dinner plate, except the fork sits on the outer rim. The knife goes. So I correct it.
Now, well, if you're so smart, lovely lady, which you probably are, how are you going to hold both of them in one hand? You'd have to reach over the plate. No, it's properly on one side of the plate so you can stab and then cut and then eat and consume and melt.
I do the thing.
What thing?
Like the many times you have seen me eat French toast. I take my hands and I say, I don't need no fork or knife. And I just pick it up and I just start eating with my hands.
Have you done this before?
Okay, maybe not in front of you.
I'm mildly appalled now. Okay, great. So you just ham fist this into your face without any silverware. And he doesn't seem deterred in the slightest. He's actually just ogling you all the more.
Well, wait. Am I think? Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of waffles.
Yes, these are not waffles. This is French toast. There's syrup and icing and a fruit drizzled
Oh
glaze
no, I
on
would still
top
be
of it.
really careful. I would like tear off on the cleanest part of it, and I would just like I would just eat it cleanly as I possibly can, but also with my hands because using a fork and knife is for the weak. It's breakfast time.
Grog is seeing you completely eviscerate this French toast and ripping it apart with your bare hands.
She'd fit rotted in my village.
Grog.
Like she was born and raised with us. I'd be proud to call her my sister.
Wait, Grog, are we talking about the hypothetical like village again? Or are we talking about a legit village? Because I'm always confused at this point.
The world may never know. But I mean, I also assumed that, like, orc women were a little bit more, like, feisty and just kind of dug into things.
But I'm not. I'm a teeny weeny girl in a yellow polka dot bikini. I don't even know.
Okay then. So you get through your breakfast and you actually get a message back from Wilson.
Okay, I open it up.
Well, I mean, we've been having a bit of a tough time getting to you guys, but we should be down there in about a day and a half.
Day and a half?
Yeah.
Or half a day?
Day and a half. We've run into some complications along the way.
Sucks to suck.
I mean, if we pick up the pace and just run away from any and all encounters we find, which I've been trying to encourage we do, we might be fine.
Then, I mean, I can send a message to Tiffany and Celia if you want. Because, I mean, I think we should all meet up sooner, and it's important that you get here alive, and I don't want you to be dead. I mean,
we've had some close calls, but
have you had any more encounters with slimes?
Yeah, we actually got a couple. We've got, between the three of us, we actually have a couple of full completed slimes on us. Maybe like 4.
Interesting.
We had to use a couple of slimes for healing potions, so
Understandable.
I didn't die.
That's understandable. I mean, like I said, there is a way of getting more faster.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll try and convince them to pick up the pace a little bit more. It's going to be rather exhausting. We'll be tired when we get back, that's for certain.
Yeah. And I'll also send them a message kind of encouraging them to pick up the pace as well.
Okay.
All right. So I do that. I send Tiffany and Celia a message being like, hey guys, just we want to reconvene as soon as we possibly can. If you just want to kind of forgo encounters while you're heading down here, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Passive aggressive smiley face.
Okay.
That's what I send them.
Okay. You don't get a... wait. Well, it depends. They're riding on horseback, so I mean, it's kind of hard. You get a response from Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to whip this boy into shape and make a man out of him, or what? You think it's gonna... I'm just a miracle worker and this is just gonna happen in a couple of hours? It's gonna take some time.
No, I understand, but the fact of the matter
You
is...
think this man could fight a Hun horde? I don't think so.
I couldn't fight... Wait, what did he say?
A Hun horde.
And I say, I couldn't fight a Hun horde. And I
You'd
look at
probably
it...
be wise enough to launch a rocket at a mountain and create an avalanche.
Oh my gosh, Tiffany, I love you. ... In the platonic way.
Much appreciated. We'll try and get down there as soon as we can. Don't worry.
All right.
Okay.
Close that.
What did they say?
Well, Wilson says it's going to be about a day and a half before they get here. But he and I are trying to convince Tiffany and Celia to kind of pick up the pace and stop running into encounters and run away from them, because that's part of the reason why they're taking so long. But beyond that, we're stuck here for about a day and a half.
Then what do we do in the meantime?
Well,
I could try and schedule another arm wrestling competition.
another all-nighter?
We haven't had the first one yet.
That's true. Well,
Well, I actually have some plans to get... I'm a head at, and he starts to try and walk towards the tavern door.
Where are you going?
Out! And
Are you going on a date with another girl?
like I could get another girl. And he opens the door and starts to walk away.
I like how he doesn't go with that, like I could get a date in general. He's like, I couldn't get another female. Okay. I will see how curious I am.
Mhm.
Evens, I'll go after him. Odds, I will
Leave him alone.
leave him alone.
Okay.
Odds, I leave him alone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what are you gonna do with your free time?
During my free time, I'm going to go pop in with the alchemist and check on Nachia.
Okay.
And
So in what order are you doing what?
I'm going to the alchemist to check on Nachia.
Oh, I thought you were going to the crazy alchemist.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so you're going to that alchemist.
Not
Okay,
yet.
Crystal and Grog would like to join you then.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, so you all make your way there.
Mhm.
And you enter the shop's actually open. And you enter it, and it's actually there are a couple of people in there.
Okay.
But you can see towards the counter, and you see the same woman that you saw last night, but she's a lot more composed. She's actually in a beautiful gown with her hair combed. It's very voluptuous, but it's tame. It seems like it has been brushed properly, and is very flowy and long blonde hair. And the entire store smells like roses. Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you made it back. Nachia is doing wonderful.
Is he awake?
Oh, he is. Yes, he's thankfully regained consciousness. He's just in the back.
I'll go see him.
Okay. So she kind of did motion to where the back was, and you kind of just assumed because there's only one door. And it's
There's
right
one
behind.
door there. Get it.
And you kind of burst through and run to your wall.
Hi, buddy. How are you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I need to level up so you can level up.
And he's just sitting there very promptly. He's still sitting up proud, but you can see that he's a little wounded and worse for wear. And he's trying to heal, and he's still got all of his bandages and wraps around him. But he nuzzles his head up and rubs it up against your leg.
I pet him and I ask, "Did you get to eat this morning?"
Ruff.
Yes?
Ruff.
Yeah, okay, good. You're gonna have to stay here for a few days, okay? I'm gonna check on you as often as I can, and then we can go out and we can have more fun. Unless you want to learn a new trick. You want to learn a trick? I don't even know what trick to teach you. Play dead. That trick I could teach?
And he kind of just tilts his head as he has no idea what you're talking about.
I'm not even joking. Can I teach him play dead? Bluff check the wolf. Oh, did you write all the tricks
I wrote
out?
down a couple of useful tricks that I thought you might like.
Okay.
That you don't have. You already have the attack trick, correct?
Yes, I was able to take that.
A couple of other good tricks that I might recommend are things like stay, flee, get help, heal.
Wait. Get help?
Yes, get help.
Oh my gosh, can it be that get help?
No,
Can't we
it is not that get help.
Like Thor and Loki
No,
get
it's
help?
not. Your dog is not going to carry your wounded body and then throw you as soon as people come to aid you. It is not that get help. It is your dog is near you and you tell it to go get help, and it will go out in search of the nearest party and bring them back to your location.
Get help!
And also it can aid another.
And it can aid another?
Yes, so there is the aid combat action when you're in combat, which will give you, if they pass their check, a +2 insight bonus to your next skill check, save, and or attack roll. Or you can even make you have an AC bonus.
But get help is such a great... Oh, but aid another would be probably better.
I mean, like I said, there's stay, heal, flee, get help, and aid another. Those are the ones I liked. There are more if you wanted to look into them further later.
I'll work with him on... We'll start simple. Get help.
So simple. You have to realize I'm in trouble. You need to willingly listen to leave me, go find someone else, then remember the location and bring those other people back to me. Simple.
Simple. Fine. You want to... Okay, I can teach him stay.
Okay. I am just warning you.
It takes...
a week.
Yeah, I know.
A week of training.
I know. So stay 1 out of 7.
Yeah. 1 day out of 7. And you have to work on him, I believe it's like an hour or 2 a day.
Okay.
To do
Then
this.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Do I need to roll a DC or something? to pass?
Yes, you would have to roll a handle animal check, please.
I get a bonus when I'm handling
Yes, I know.
7. It's
Is it over 15?
yes, it
Then
is.
you're fine. That's the DC check. So you have just to do that 6 more times. And once you have succeeded in doing that, your wolf will be able to never
Okay.
stay.
Well, since I've done that one for the first hour, I leave him.
Okay.
And I look on my my map, not my mini map.
Yep.
Do I have a mini map?
No, you don't have a minimap posted in your HUD or anything. You'd have to
Ooh.
open up the options menu though.
I open up the options menu.
Okay, and there's a map on there.
Is there a mini map that I can activate?
You would like to pin a minimap?
I'd like to pin a mini map.
Okay, I guess I can allow this. It'll show you basically a 10-foot radius of everything around
Oh my gosh, I can do so much better with mini maps.
you. You might actually know where you're going.
Oh yes, I didn't know I could have a mini map.
Well, I just decided you could. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
I should have made you buy that.
you can still
No.
as a store purchase, but like
It's fine.
I was broke back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I look on the map and I see where Clyde is.
It looks like he's over at the Ranger Society.
Why is he there?
I don't know. Bags are rustling. Leaves are rustling in the wind.
There was a leaf and it rustled. Is that
A
you?
leaf in a forest.
Is
A
that you,
shadow
Crystal?
in the wind.
I go back out and I see where Crystal and Grog are.
They're just chatting with Angelica, and they are looking at various other alchemical agents and such.
Okay. I tell him that I'm gonna go and check in with Clyde at the Ranger Society as well as Pelias.
You might be there.
He might be there.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I mean, after we're done shopping here for a little bit, we're actually gonna maybe walk around the town and maybe check out a couple of the other stores. But we'll meet you back at the tavern in the evening at the latest if we don't run into you before then.
Okay. One other thing I do is I go up to, what is this alchemist lady's name?
Angelica.
Angelica. I go up to Angelica and I say, could I perchance purchase one of your cheaper med kits?
Oh yes, we have healing kits here. They come in. They include the bandages and the salves necessary, and they're actually really good. They'll stop any bleeding that is occurring, and they'll give you a D6 of healing. They're only 15 gold.
15?
Yes.
Can we lower that to like 10? Can I haggle? Can I haggle with her?
You can attempt to roll diplomacy to haggle.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can do that.
That's
Unfortunately, I mean, the supplies have been rather rare due to the lack of slimes, and we've had to find some other alternatives, and they're not really all that cost efficient, so I can't really drop the price for anyone.
You mean like you can't like take like one component out and drop it a little bit?
If I do that, it would really end up just being bandages. The salve wouldn't really be all that efficient, and then if you don't want me to have the bandages, you would just have the salve, and there would be nothing to hold it onto the body, so it would also be less efficient. So you could end up choosing not to stop the bleeding, and your healing would only do a D4, or you can have no healing and choose to stop the bleeding.
Fine. Okay, so I give her the 15.
Okay, so you now have a healing kit of sorts. The bandages and the salve, depending on how much you use at a time, can last you multiple uses.
How many is multiple?
I mean, it's a moderately good it's a wrapped form of bandages, and they're kind of so you as you unravel them, it's a good solid like 20 feet of bandage.
Okay.
So as long as you don't go overboard when bandaging something, you'll have enough to wrap your arm.
Would it be like a
leg or side.
D4 of uses?
Probably something around. I mean, again, I'm saying it's 20 feet, so you specify how much you decide to use to cover the wound with, and then that'll basically determine what it is. Okay, yeah. I can't remember. Were you going to the alchemist shop or to the hunter society?
I was going to Clyde.
You went to Clyde?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're going to the hunter
Yes.
society. Okay. So it just takes you a couple of minutes to walk your way over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I make my way over.
Yeah, because you have a mini-map now, so you're not going to really get lost. Also, you have the town map, so that's why I added the town to your mini-map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So I go there and I look to see if I can find. I go inside and I try to see if I can find
Roll a perception check, please.
Clyde.
No.
I don't.
You're not seeing much of anything.
Okay. I checked my mini
There
map.
are a bunch of elves. They all look like they're men with bows. They're rangers.
They're men.
in a society.
They're men in tights. Oh, you've never
Seeing Robin Hood men in tights.
Maybe.
Okay, so no, it seems like you've gotten into the building and the Clyde is not in here.
Okay.
But the minimap says that he's still around the area.
I try and go towards the direction where it says he's kind of in.
Or you okay, so you walk in the building and you're inside.
Yeah.
It's kind of crowded in here. I mean, most of the men who are rangers tend to be here most all of the day unless they're out hunting, but normally they do that earlier in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's midday by now, a lot of people are in here. It's you see small groups of individuals, generally groups between 3 and 7, and they're all laughing and they're drinking their ale, and you're kind of walking past them, moving your way around the tables. A couple of men are looking at you. And you make your way, and it shows that he's in the general direction, and eventually you run into a wall, and you still haven't found him.
Is there a window?
Not nearby.
Dang it. I would have just gone the easy
There's
way.
a door nearby.
Oh, there's a door. I go through the door.
Oh, wow, civilized. You don't just jump out the window this time?
I mean, I was just going to open
Can
the
you use
window.
the stairs?
I was going to open a window and climb out, but there wasn't a window to climb out of.
Wow, so you had to use the door. How terrible. So you exit through the back door of the Ranger Society, and you find before you a shooting range.
Okay. Hopefully I didn't walk out into
Perception
the
check.
shooting
No,
range.
no, it's like a little bit farther ahead of you.
It's
and
a
you
better one.
see Pelias and Clyde.
18. Plus minus.
And Clyde has his bow on him, and it looks like he's shooting at a target. And Pelias is pointing at him and looking at the target, and they seem to be exchanging words.
They are exchanging words. Can I perception check to see if I can hear any of those
Yeah, you
words?
can try and hear.
That's 19 total.
Okay. Well, you see, when the drawstring comes back, it's going to end up hitting your forearm, so you need to be careful. You might want to get a brace of that. And you want to make sure you keep your arms nice and coming straight. And it's kind of a myth that you don't really want to keep both eyes closed. You actually want to keep them open so that you can have the full range of vision.
It's a myth to keep both eyes closed.
No, people actually genuinely believe you want to close an eye.
Yeah,
You're
no.
supposed to keep both eyes open.
Yeah,
so you can see your target.
absolutely.
And it's like, and you do when you're using a longbow, you really want to bring it back and pull it all the way back to you till the back of the drawstring is actually by your cheek, and that way they're just going to give you the maximum potential of your bow, and you're going to be able to shoot a much closer shot.
Okay.
And they just keep on talking about bow things.
So
and
wait, did I
Clyde's
walk
firing
out?
a couple of arrows?
Did I walk out behind them?
They're still a little bit further. They're more towards the end of the range. You're kind of at the beginning of the range.
Okay, so I walked out behind them then.
Okay, so you're walking up towards them.
Okay. As Clyde is getting ready to release an arrow, I will shout his name to see if I can distract him.
And he lets loose his arrow.
Oh, wow.
And there was already an arrow in the bullseye that Pelias had shot earlier. And Clyde splits the arrow right down the middle.
What, as I say his name?
Yes.
Oh. Did he even hear me?
And then he flips his hair.
Oh, God, no. He has hair to flip? I thought it was
What?
like spikes. Or like a...
Kind of, but he still motions as if someone who has just flipped their hair. And he looks over you and he's like, "Well, hello, my morning snow. How are you doing?"
Oh, pretty well. Good job.
Me and
You hit the
Pelias
target.
here, we're just chatting up about our recent adventure out, shooting some arrows because we're both rangers. I could join the Ranger Society, technically.
You're a samurai, sir.
We use bows.
Yeah, I'm a fighter, and I use bows.
Okay, so we're technically rangers. We shoot at range. We can go hunting.
Anybody can hunt, Clyde. It's just that some
Yep.
of us aren't as good as others.
Exactly. For example, like someone running around with a club or an axe couldn't do this so well as me with my bow. And he's
Try
kinda
and shoot that
flexing.
arrow again. See what happens.
He does hit the target, but it's not quite on the bullseye. It's on the second ring out.
Oh, see, your only good luck is when I'm standing behind you, shouting at you.
I've gotten used to the environment. It happens frequently. And of course, the voice of an angel would inspire me to do greatness.
Oh, well, the voice of the angel is wanting to see. Do you want to go to the alchemist shop really quick with me?
Why do I need to be there? I don't want to see you turn into a metal statue again.
Because if I die or pass out, I'm gonna need somebody to come with me.
Can I go there to prevent your death?
Yes, you may.
All right, well, let's do that instead, because you kind of wear the pants in this little party of ours, and
I look down. I'm wearing my dress.
yeah, but you make all the decisions.
I don't know how. I don't know why. It must be the bard in me.
And also, who else would I make bread for?
Celia?
Silly wouldn't have such appreciation for my art.
Is it an art?
It's an art.
Is it?
And he starts walking away and starts going to the alchemist.
Oh, okay. Wow. He was very willing to go to the alchemist with me. Perfect.
Well, he also wants to make sure that you don't die.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's always a good incentive.
Generally.
Hey, make sure I don't die. Let's go. Okay.
So you make your way down to the alchemist.
Yes.
All right, so you're walking, and again, everything. Dang it! I wanted to roll this in the gosh darn. Everything's a short walk away, so it only takes you a couple of minutes to get there.
Ahem. When we get up towards the door.
Yeah.
I take my hand and I kind of loosen the handle so it's loose, and then I push it in with my foot to like look really cool. I'm like, ha! Boom, baby.
And you see the man has his arms crossed, head lying on the counter.
I said, boom, baby. Did he hear me?
He just continues snoring.
I go over and I take out a gold coin and I put it on the table. Does it do anything?
Immediately, on the clink that hits the wooden table, he hears money.
I quickly take it back and slip it back in my pocket.
It's you again.
Yep.
How did everything go? Did you go adventuring? You find anything useful?
Yes, and I pull out the blue mushrooms and I place them down on the table.
Well, those are pretty common, but they can be useful.
What are they? What do?
Well, we don't really have a name for them. They're just really common. We run into them a lot. We name most of the things by what they do. They're sleep shrooms. Basically, you can distill them. One shroom can make 1 vial of a weaker sleep effect. And if you have someone drink this or imbue it into a spell effect, it'll put them asleep. Now, if you get a bunch of them, that increases the potency of the sleep that is induced upon them. You could honestly knock someone out for a whole day if you got enough shrooms. Generally, though, just 1 shroom is actually really easy to resist the effects of it. 1 shroom might not even make you drowsy.
Okay. So, how much will you give me for them?
1 shroom? You're talking like 3 gold pieces.
Oh. How many would you give me for, like, a bushel or a dozen?
Bushel? Are you carrying a wheelbarrow around and just dumping shrooms in there?
I point to Clyde. I'm like, well, he can carry them.
Hey, I pick things up and put them down for her.
Yeah, that's what most men do. Don't worry about it. If you can get me like 25 shrooms, I'd probably give you 50 gold.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be okay. Got it. Also, you have any new?
Clyde speaks up. He says, "Didn't you just offer her 3 gold per shroom?
Yeah, what about it?
And then you just offered her 50 gold for 25 shrooms. Isn't that less?"
I'm trying to run a business here, kid. What do you want from me? Don't try and get smart with me. Who else is going to buy your sleep shrooms? No one else knows how to distill them around here, and except the other alchemists, animal-loving.
Technically, I know how to distill them.
Yeah? Well, why are you coming to me then?
I want money.
Okay, I want money too. Open your own shop.
Nah.
Oh, speaking of which, you signed a contract. Here, try this.
What is it? What color is it?
It's yellow.
It's yellow.
But it looks kind of congealed and it's moving. It's kind of crawling around in the container.
Oh, Clyde.
I told to make sure you didn't die. I didn't say I am offering to drink anything.
What if it's a love potion?
Better you drink it than I do. I don't want to fall in love with that coot.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Ugh. I pinch my nose and I down it.
Okay. So you pinch your nose and you turn the bottle up, and as you do, the yellow goose starts to climb to the top of the bottle, and it screams, "Help me!"
Oh my god, no! And I just stopped. I'm like, this isn't a liquid. This is a living thing.
So what do you do with it again, exactly?
I stop and I look at him and I say, why is it alive?
Well, don't worry about it. You gotta. It struggles a little bit, but you gotta drink it down. Trust me.
Clyde, did you hear it?
Hear what?
Did you hear it scream?
No. What are you talking about?
It asks for help.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
perception check it and I try to look a little bit closer.
Okay.
It
It looks like, yeah, it's crawling around, but it doesn't seem to like have eyes or a mouth or anything. You don't see how it could have really said anything. But it is crawling around in the container, and it seems to go to the furthest possible way from either people or from the lid or opening of the bottle.
I speak into the bottle. How can I help you? What are you?
Alright, so you gotta drink me, but then spit me out and let me run away.
But what are you?
I'm Blurb.
Okay. What's a blurb?
What? What are you talking about?
What's a blurb?
I don't know. It's just a short phrase.
Its name is blurb.
It doesn't have a name. It's a potion. Drink it.
Its name is blurb.
You signed a contract, young lady.
But why is it
Do
talking
you
to
want
me?
discounts or not?
No, sir. Just tell me why it's talking to me, and I'll drink it.
Did you drink an insanity potion before you came here? I don't know. Just down it.
I whispered to the bottle. What would happen if I ate you or drank you?
Don't do it.
What
Don't
would?
do
Can I
it.
diplomacy it?
Sure, go for it.
Come on, baby. Oh my gosh, it's an 8.
I don't know, but don't do it.
Clyde. It's talking to me. Do I drink it or not?
I mean, if it's talking to you, I'm mildly concerned. You should probably get rid of that as soon as possible, whether that's drinking it or throwing it in the trash.
You better not throw it in the trash. I worked hard on that. You better drink it right now.
Oh gosh, this is such a hard decision. Do I want to drink the thing that's talking to me, or do I want to not drink the thing that's talking to me and spit it out? It could cause a problem. What if it escapes? What if it's like a hellworm?
Who knows?
Okay, I'm like, Clyde, just. I turn towards him. I'm like, hold me really quick. Just not hug me. Just hold me by the shoulders really quick, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I pinch my nose and I drink it.
Okay. Roll a reflex save to see if you can jingle it out of the bottle. No, it's resisting you.
Okay.
Roll again. This is basically every time you roll, it's 15 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes, not 15. So
Sorry.
yeah, you're like literally just sitting there shaking the bottle for a couple of minutes until finally you get it, and it is in your mouth. Are you choosing to spit or swallow?
What is it doing in the inside of my mouth right now?
Crawling around on the inside of your mouth. It feels like it's like the best way to explain it is like the movement of the Venom symbiote that you saw the movie. That's why I'm using this to explain it. It's kind of like just crawling around like this elastic thing. It feels kind of like rubbery but slimy at the same time, and it's just kind of bouncing around on the inside of your mouth. Kind of think like flubber too.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So what do you do? Spit or swallow?
Do I hear it still?
Yes. It says, "Don't eat me."
What'll happen if I do?
I don't know. Why do you think I'm testing experimental drugs on you?
I swallow it.
You swallow it in.
I'm a horrible
You
person.
terrible person.
Am I?
Yeah.
I could probably vomit it back up. Maybe.
All right. And then out of nowhere, the old man throws something at you. Roll reflex save.
Reflex. 19
Okay.
plus my 4, so 23.
And actually, spoiler alert. Your reflex save was a 25, and before you even noticed that something was thrown at you, you had the precognition to move out of the way and to avoid things that you don't want to be hit by.
Oh my gosh, like if Clyde tries to kiss me, I'll know how
You'll
to
just
avoid it.
know.
Interesting. I was hoping for that effect. It gives you a sort of precognition, which is going to give you a bonus on
What did I
dodging
just
things.
drink? What did I just drink?
I didn't give it a name yet.
Why was it alive?
It probably wasn't.
It was talking. It said, "Don't eat me."
Maybe you should try and get more sleep.
You know what? It had a precognition to not be eaten.
Probably did, but now you have a precognition to not be hit.
How long does this last?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Oh gosh. So I don't know what to do with this.
Come back in a couple of days. I'm working on cooking up something new. Just make
Do you have
sure
another one of these?
Oh, one of those? Let me see if I have any other samples in the back. He rustles around. Nope. No, I tried a couple of other experiments, but they all failed.
They all failed.
Yeah, they didn't have the intended side effects.
What side effects did they have?
Well, I turned yellow for a little bit. That was a fun one. Some of the other things, it actually made me a little slower. And that's kind of painful in my old age. It takes me 5 minutes to get out of a chair. Now it takes me 20.
Oh dear. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go back and see what happens.
All right, well, if you notice when the side effects wear off, write down how long they lasted for, and then get back to me when you come in for another potion.
Okay. We'll do so. All right. So I guess I decided to head back to where I was, and I was like, thanks for coming with me. I didn't die. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you went a little crazy there for a bit talking about talking potions, though.
I didn't go crazy. It was talking to me, and then I drank it. I shouldn't have drank it. I'm a horrible person. I drank something that might have been alive still. Oh my gosh.
Well, while you deal with that introspective crisis, I'm gonna go back because I have things to do.
What do you mean by things? And I do air quotes. Things to do.
Meeting up with some of the guys.
Guys?
Yeah.
Sense motive.
Yep.
Is it guys?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He seems very honest that he's meeting up with a bunch of guys.
Wow.
He's got things to do.
Oh, what are you doing? What are these things?
You wouldn't get it. It's Ranger Society things.
Is it Fight Club?
No.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't make it through the first day of Fight
Make
Club.
it through Fight Club.
Yeah. So, what do you mean it's Ranger Society things? You're not a ranger.
What do you mean I'm not a ranger? I've got a bow. I qualify as a ranger.
But you're not a ranger.
I have to use ranged equipment, and I have to complete an impressive task involving a bow. Those are the only requirements to be part of the Ranger Society. Heck, you could be part of the Ranger Society.
I know. But the fact of the matter is, have you done anything impressive with a bow? And what have you taken down with your bow?
I've fought hordes of skeletons.
Did you? Or did you end up being fingered by those skeletons?
Irrelevant. They were just shot eventually.
You also almost died to, what was it? A dire hyena?
Yeah, but I was playing dead to catch it off guard. Very impressive.
Is that what they call it, darling? Playing
They were
dead?
all impressed by my tales and the stories of my adventurous hunts.
Okay. Very well. And I'm like, okay, fine. How about I join you and I'll watch you on your adventurousness.
I think it's boys only night. You're gonna
Excuse
have to,
me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Boys only night, huh?
Yeah.
Excuse me, but who wears the pants in this relationship?
What relationship?
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'll meet you back at the tavern. And he's trying to shake you, so he starts running.
Okay, I run after him.
Okay, he's going to stealth check, roll a perception to see if you can keep track of him.
My gosh.
What's your total?
14.
No, he stealths. He's bobbing, he's weaving.
Wait a second. I look at my map. And I
You
follow-
can see that he ran and he's kind of doing a big circle, and then eventually his icon disappears from the minimap.
Where did I last see it?
You last saw it, if you would care to look at the town map, it was right around the library.
Okay.
So basically around where the other apothecary is. So he kind of went through the town square.
I go to where I last saw the dot.
Okay, so you are now right outside the library.
Yes, and I would like to investigate the area.
Okay, roll survival to see if you can track.
The 15 plus my survival of a 7. So that's... Is that 23?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You 22.
Yeah, sorry.
Doesn't matter. You are managing to you track him for a little bit, and you see that after he got to the library, he banked and made a hard right, heading back towards the Ranger Society. But then he went into a river, and that's where the tracks end.
Sends a message. Clyde, you wuss.
Boys' night.
Is it boys' night?
Yes.
Is this that thing where they do orgies? ...
No. But boys' night.
Oh, why can't I play?
There's no response.
So I message him about 50 times the words Clyde, 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 Clyde.
You get no response. I'll be back for dinner.
I keep going.
Okay, you're not getting any response from any.
What a jerk. Okay, what time is it?
In game, it would probably be afternoon.
Okay. What else is there to do in the town?
You haven't explored most of the town.
I know.
You barely went into the library.
Yeah.
You haven't went into the keep or attempted to enter the castle that there is.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna attempt to enter the castle.
There's also a magic shop, a blacksmith's, a tailor's, a cobbler's. All of these stores you haven't been into.
Yeah, I'm gonna invade the castle.
One-man army invades the castle. Okay.
Okay.
So when I say castle, basically there's the main river that you kind of see, and all the other rivers spread out from it. But there's the main river, and at the mouth of the main river, where it splits back into two, and you can see the two rivers merge, at the convergence of the two rivers, there is an absolutely massive tree. And when I say massive tree, I mean most of the other trees you've been seeing are large, and I mean like 4 foot in diameter. This tree is something like 100 foot in diameter and reaches up hundreds of feet, like almost thousands of feet tall. It's a huge, massive tree.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
a gate around it, but you can see inside this tree there's very intricate archways and windows and door frames and lights and everything. It's quite majestic.
Okay. I am going to try and I'm going to perception check.
Mhm.
And I'm going to look to see if there are any areas
Mhm.
that are not being watched as well.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's a good. Why is this whenever I try to do like really stupid stuff, I roll well, but when I'm trying to do things that I think are important, it doesn't work. Okay. Rant is over. That is a 25.
Okay, your perception check, and you can see that the front entrance seems to be watched by 2 towers, and in each tower there is a guard. There seems to be a guard at the front gate, and another one further down the path that is guarding the front doorway. Now, the entirety of the tree isn't inside the walls, and you can tell that possibly on the other side, outside of the kingdom, where the walls aren't, there is a low-hanging window, and when I say low-hanging, I mean 50 feet vertical up the tree.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm like, I've sent a message to Clyde. Would it be a bad idea to break into the castle? Yay or nay? ... That's all I got.
Why? What? Yes!
I'm bored. You ran off. I got nothing else to do.
Don't you have a wolf? Can't you go shopping? Don't girls like shopping?
I hate shopping. Shopping is a nightmare. Unless you're talking about electronics. That's a different story.
Oh, there aren't electronics. This is an RPG. There's a
Yes.
magic shop.
I don't do magic. I don't cast magic.
Did you go and, you try and sell some of your stuff?
Nah. You know what? You're right.
I
I'm going
thought
to go to
you
the
had
town
it-
of beginnings.
I thought you had a deal with the butcher there.
Yeah. And how am I going to get back? I don't have a way back.
Leave Crystal?
Don't have one.
Find Crystal and Grog. They both have one.
I'm just going to go sleep. I'm going to sleep the rest of my life away. It's fine. Goodbye.
Are you actually?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just like, got nothing better to do. The wolf has been trained. I can't do anything else right now. I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay, so you go back to the tavern. Upon entering the tavern, you see Crystal and Grog there.
Yes.
They're just sitting there chatting with Variya and a couple of other people. And you see Grog's arm wrestling a really tiny elf. Grog's hand is about the size of the elf's head.
How is the elf doing?
The elf is Grog's just sitting there. He's drinking an ale and talking to like 3 other people while he's just holding his arm up. And the elf's looking like he's putting all of his might into it, but Grog's hand isn't even budging slightly.
Oh my gosh.
And then you hear, "Hey, Snow, you're back. Glad to see you. How's it been?"
It's been good. It's been really good. Better than ever.
I mean, you would have joined us. We're having fun over here.
Nah, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna go sleep until people actually start arriving.
What? That's gonna be like 16 hours from now.
I know.
Didn't you already sleep for 11 hours last night?
I could sleep for more. It's good. It's fine.
You sure you don't want to do something? We could go shopping.
I don't like shopping.
Why not?
Shopping is shopping. It's just it's spending money that I don't have.
But you can get cool things, and you can sell things that you do have to buy things that you want. Don't you have a bunch of meat from all the hunts we had,
Yeah,
or
but
random bones?
But yeah, I have to go back to the town of beginnings to do that.
Okay, so me and Grog got leaf crystals.
I don't.
Okay, Grog can stay here. Me and you can go on a shopping spree.
I'd rather not.
And you can borrow the leaf crystals, sell all your stuff in the town of beginnings, buy another leaf crystal there once you sell things, and we can come back.
I'd rather not. Yeah, nah.
I mean, if you didn't want to go with me, I'd understand. I can just hang out with Grog, but you could borrow our leaf crystals.
Fine. I'll borrow the crystal.
All right, well, here you go. And she hands you a leaf crystal.
Okay. I try to use it.
Okay, roll an intelligence check, and then use
Am I
magic device.
smart enough?
And roll use magic device if you have it.
My intelligence was a total of 17, and I don't have use magic
Okay,
device.
then we'll just use the 17 for both your rolls. Yeah, so you managed to figure out that it is an item, and it is under your inventory. When you go in your inventory, you can select to use it, and you can choose which town you wish to go to. But after using the crystal, you can only go to each town once every 24 hours.
Okay. All right.
All right, so then you use it, and you are now poof. You kind of like it depixelates you, and it looks like you're it goes from head to toe, depixeling you. And then you repixelate, and now you're back in the town of beginnings.
Okay. Alrighty.
Where do you go?
I go to the alchemist lady. Also, how is that sensation, the precognition that I have? How's that feeling right now?
It after about half an hour, it is worn off.
Okay. I make note of that.
Okay. So you are heading over to the alchemists.
Yes, I go over to the alchemist lady. I go to her, and I walk into the shop.
All right, great.
Oh, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, we've been over in Variya, kind of stuck over there for a while.
Oh my, I hear a crazy old coot alchemist lives over there.
Yeah,
Better not be doing any deals with him. I hear he's insane. Testing out experimental drugs on people. Speaking of which, here, try this.
Oh, what is it? I perception check it. I crit failed.
You can't really see, the bottle's kind of foggy, and you can't make out the color or really any texture or anything about the side of the bottle. Go ahead and drink it.
I drink it. What did I drink? I made a perception check and oh god. You know, I just trusted her word that day, and I was just like, okay, fine. Woo.
Doesn't seem to have an effect on you.
Really?
And she's like, oh, wait, no, that's right. I needed a male subject for this. Here, do you have any guys in your party?
I do.
All right, here, give this to one of them.
Okay. I know who I'm giving it to.
Okay.
Abandons me. Go hang out with guys while I'm bored out of my mind. Okay.
Great.
I also throw down the mushrooms on her counter and I say, how much for these?
Oh, those are. I mean, they're not really common around here, and well, I could maybe use them. They're used for sleeps. You could get a bunch more. I could probably do something with that. If you could end up getting me like 15 mushrooms, I'd pay you like 100 gold.
Okay. Okay. That's a great deal. I will see if I can get you 15 or 100. Sounds much better than what I had earlier.
All right. Well, is there anything else you're looking to do while you're here?
Where can I mean, what about this skull?
I mean, I'm an alchemist. We don't really deal much in any of that, but the best I could do is grind it up into bone meal, and because it's human bone, that could maybe be useful in certain things. Maybe like 15 gold for it.
15?
Yeah.
But it's a rare drop.
I mean, I don't really have any use for it now.
And she's kind of mumbling to herself, and she's kind of like beating her head with her stick. Like, do I want to do this?
Well, I like you when you test out potentially dangerous things that are going to kill you for me. They're not much use to an alchemist like me, but if you went over to a magic shop per se, depending on the type of person you get, you might be able to sell it for a bit more there.
Okay. All right, thank you. So I book it out of there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And where do you head?
I go to the magic shop.
Okay.
And I go in.
Mhm.
And the moment I walk in, I slam the skull on the table.
And
the bones that I have.
okay, so and from there comes in hovering from the ground, a 7-foot tall, cloak-robed, staffed, pointy wizard hat. You can't see his face though; it seems to be clouded in an aura, but he has glowing red eyes.
Who dare attempts to enter my lair, my establishment of business?
That would be the esteemed Snow.
And what, may I ask, is your reason for coming here?
What do you give me for this?
He looks at it. He waves his hand. All of the shutters in the shop close, and all of the windows fold up, and it gets really dark, and suddenly a bunch of candles light in here.
And this is when I wish I had my precognition.
And his robe opens up, and a staircase appears. From the staircase comes walking down step by step a little tiny 2-foot man who then hops up on the counter.
Interesting. Very interesting. A genuine human skull. You know necromancy is incredibly taboo and illegal, right?
No, I would never know such a thing. Ever.
Well, it is. I'm just letting you know, at least in this town, there are strict rules against it. But at the same time, there are some really interesting spells that can be cast with a human skull. So, in the sake of interest of knowledge, I can give you 500 gold.
Only 500?
Only? What are you trying to get me for?
500?
I can't give you more than
That's insane.
500 gold. I can't just. What do you think I am? I can't go any higher than 650.
And you just like, I'm doing the best I can to hide it, but like this is the most amount of money that I've been dealt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, that would do nicely. That is a good fee for the skull. I may consider bringing more.
And then for the bones, if you include them with the skull, I'll give you 700 in total.
I would sell you anything you desire, sir. You have a good business here.
All right, well, don't go telling anyone that
I'm not. Now, can you
what I'm up to over here.
How about subtract from the price? I need a leaf crystal.
Sure, this is okay. Leaf crystal. Okay, here's the leaf crystal and your gold. You can see that there's 600 gold in the pouch.
Okay.
Yes, he slides the pouch and the crystal over to you against his glass counter, and then he goes and he takes the skull and he just he hops back up in his staircase and he like sticks it in one of the arms of the sleeves of the robe he was wearing, and he takes the bones and he's just kind of running up and he zips back up the hood, and then he waves his arms and all the candles go out and the windows open back up again.
Ooh. Well then, fascinating. Perfect. Okay.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you. And I kind of just like awkwardly shimmy my way out of the building. And I'm just like,
Be gone!
ogling the money I have. Like, oh, I've never had this much. I feel I'm rich. I'm rich. Not really. This is really not that much money, but it is. It's plenty. It's plenty to get me through right now. Okay. I go to the butcher shop.
Okay.
And I go and I walk in. And I have my boar hat gear on still. And
Welcome back. I'm glad to see you've been advertising.
yes, and I gesture and I'm just like, it has been the best advertisement that I've ever done. Literally, the only advertisement I've ever done. I didn't sell my body to anybody else, I promise. As a billboard.
I'm glad to hear it. That would be rather contradictory if you were selling yourself to multiple different people. Who to go to then? Ooh,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward. Okay, so I plopped down all the bison meat that I had gathered.
Oh, wonderful. We're looking at how many pounds is this?
15.
15 pounds. Oh, all right, then carry the one. Give me 60 gold for it.
60 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I assume quest is marked off.
And then, yes, your quest is also completed, and then you gain an extra 100 experience. For that.
Wait, and I do my little da-na-na-na.
You didn't level up, though.
I know, it's really
You just
sad.
gained 100
I
experience.
just, okay, you know what? I worked really hard to get this meat back to him, so I'm proud of myself. Thank
All right.
you. Okay, and I guess from there, I don't think there was anything else I needed to do in the town. Oh, barding. Is Nachia? It's basically like you know, like how horses can get armor.
Yeah.
Is there barding? I go to the general store and I see, or armory to see if they have barding. You're like, I don't know. I never thought of it.
I'm trying to see the price value for this.
Okay.
So you head into the blacksmith.
Yes, I will go to the blacksmith.
Oh, welcome. What can I do you for?
Hi, I'm trying to see. Do you have any armor for wolves or barding?
Wolves. I don't really normally do wolves. We can do horse armor pretty well, but I don't really know if I have anything that could fit a wolf. I guess I could do a custom order, but then I'd have to get in the measurements and everything, and it would take a while to forge it, and you'd have to select the material, and it would be quite a process.
Dear Lord. Okay. How long would it take, do you think?
Well, I mean, once I get the measurements and I can start working on it, it would only probably take about a week or so.
A week. Ooh, okay. And how much do you think that would cost in general?
Well, I mean, generally, the barding isn't all that much different than the human armor, but I do have to specialty make it, so it generally tends to be about twice as much as a regular piece of armor.
Twice as much. Okay.
So, for example, if you wanted this fine here breastplate, which is a medium piece of armor for your standard person, it's going to be about twice the amount of money.
And he then points to a chart and he shows you that the breastplate that he's currently showing you costs 400 gold pieces.
And it would be double
So
that.
it would be double that.
Okay.
Of course, if you wanted to get some lighter hide armor and you supplied me with the materials, it would just be paying for the times of my craft.
Do I have any? I think I used all my hide. Dang it. Except for the one thing, but hold off on that for now. The pelt, dire bear pelt. That's the only thing I have. I say, okay, I'll have to consider that. Thank you for your time.
Oh, come back anytime, and if you need any arms or armor, you know where to find me.
And as he's like finishing that, I just kind of leave. Like, not even finishing. I said leave as in the middle of his sentence.
Kids these days, so rude.
Okay, so
And you repixelate, and you're
yes.
now in the town center of Variya, I assume.
Yes.
Yep.
How long did that take to do all that?
To do all that, I mean, you probably would have been gone for a couple of hours, so it's probably more later in the evening now. I'd probably say like 7 or 8 p.m.
Okay, all right. I go back to the tavern, and I walk in. Is anybody downstairs?
Oh, the tavern is absolutely packed. There are tons of elves, all at the various different tables. Grog is currently arm wrestling 2 different individuals at the same time.
At the same time?
Well, yeah, you've got one person per arm, so he's got his arms crossed. Yeah, he's got 2 arms, and 2 people are arm wrestling 2 different arms, and they're trying to beat him. And then you see Crystal, and she's kind of going around, and she's got a hat out, and she's getting people's money, and they're putting money into the hat and everything.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
All right, anyone step up if you think you can beat the invincible Grog. We'll take bouts of up to 5 individuals per arm.
Per arm. Dear God. Wait, they're taking bets.
Yes.
Who's everyone betting for? I go up to Crystal. Who's everyone betting for?
Well, I mean, most people are betting for Grog, but we did just get a party of 5 people from the Ranger Society who are betting that the 5 of them together could beat the guy.
I want to bet against him.
Do you want to bet for Grog against the 5?
Yes.
All right, how much you want to put in?
I put down 100.
All right. Depending on how much we get, you could maybe get 3 times the return.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
All right.
All right, Grog, don't you dare lose. They're probably at huge negatives, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
it all 5 of them against him, like at
so
once?
Grog's currently arm wrestling 2 different people, 1 per arm, and he eventually stops playing with them and beats them. And then you see 5 men. They put down their bows and they take off their cloaks, and they're pretty well. They're muscular for rangers.
They're rangers.
They're rangers.
They're rangers.
And all 5 of them, there's 2 in the middle that are like lined up with their both hands. You've got 2 guys on the one side who look like they're ready to push the arm, and then you've got 1 guy on the other side looking like he's about to pull the arm and just push all of his body weight on it.
Oh my god, no! That's cheating!
Well, this will at least make it interesting.
All right, Grog, come on! I believe in you.
All right, on the count of 3, everyone get ready to start. Remember, there will be no cheating, no biting, no kicking, no spitting, no stepping on people's toes.
Remember,
And the winner is decided. And the winner is decided by whoever's hand touches first. That means you in the middle, since on the party of 5. If your wrist touches the table, your team's done.
I think it, and I just say kind of under my breath, but loud enough for everyone to hear, I think his wrist is gonna break.
No, impossible. We've got 5 people over there working with him. They'll be fine.
All right.
So yeah, and then 3, 2, 1, begin!
Come on, Grog! Don't
The
give up.
entire
Come on!
tavern erupts and everyone's cheering for their individual sides as the bars are bet, and there's literally hundreds of pieces of gold
Being flung.
on this game. And Grog looks like he's sitting there, and like I said, you've got 2 people in the center doing a normal arm wrestle. You've got 2 people pushing, and you've got the one person who looks like he's just jumped on top of it, putting both of his hands down on Grog's hands, and is putting his entire body weight on Grog. And then Grog's arm slowly starts to sink back as it looks like the 5 men are starting to get to him.
Don't you dare, Grog! Don't you dare!
Oh, well, I didn't want to have to bring it to this, but making me a little upset.
Yes.
I can't be losing now, can I?
Yes!
And then all
barbarians.
all of a sudden, you just see Grog's eyes light up in flames as he starts to glare down, and he looks like he hulks in muscle and size, and his arms start to protrude muscle, and the veins start popping out, and you can just see, and in one big go, he flings the person who's just laying on his arm, and he flings them across the room,
Raging party in the
and
tavern.
just crushes one man's hand with the other man's hand as he just smashes them and breaks the table.
I think his wrist is gonna be broken.
If we would have bet on that, I would have lost. Good thing I didn't bet on it. Oh no! And you just see a bunch of rangers go as 3/4 of the tavern ended up betting on the 5 members to have won that.
Yes, Grog. Yes.
So you end up actually getting 400 gold back in return.
Dear God! Huh! Okay, I have 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
I have 1,000 gold.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, and this is why we do this all night, and why we stay in the tavern.
Oh, yeah, no. Man, yeah. My dad would be so disappointed in me, but gambling is fun! Only when Grog is winning, though. That's the only time it's fun. Otherwise, don't do this at home, kids.
Nonsense. We do it at every tavern, every week.
No. Kids shouldn't try and wrestle a barbarian. They
Oh,
really
no,
shouldn't.
they would probably get their arms broken. Trust me, I would never try and wrestle Grog.
Oh my goodness. That was beautiful.
Self-proclaimed champion of the tavern. No one can beat me.
I stand up on the table and I say, no longer self-proclaimed. He is the proclaimed champion of this tavern.
That's right.
And he picks you up and he sets you down on one of his arms,
Ha!
and he's just carrying you around. And some of the members who did bet on him are just chanting, "Grog, grog, 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 grog."
Yes! Oh, this is great.
And then you just hear someone run out and go, "Oh dear, the table's broken. I'm gonna have to buy me a new one." and you see that she also rushes over and is going to the man who was literally flung across the room, and some people are inspecting the elves with the broken hands that were shattered on the table. And everyone's picking up the pieces and the remnants after the arm wrestling competition. And everyone's still incredibly hyped, and everyone's buying people beers and ales going all around the tavern.
Oh my goodness. It's great.
And then you get a message from Wilson. All right. Well, we managed to push through, and we'll actually probably be back sometime early next morning.
In the morning?
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick rest right now, but then we'll probably be back around like 8 or 9 in the morning.
That's reasonable. Yeah, no, you guys need to rest up, and we'll see you in the morning. And just so you know, Grog is one heck of a wrestler.
I mean, he was running and keeping pace with horses.
No, Wilson. He wrestled 5 men at once. It was basically with his pinky. Basically with his pinky.
I'm glad he's on our side. All right. And then yeah. So, what are you choosing to do now?
I guess raging party in the tavern. Time for raging party in the tavern.
Because you joined the raging party in the tavern.
Yeah, basically.
And there's food and there's beer and it's going on around all night and there's dancing on tabletops.
I get myself some ginger ale, I guess, or something like that.
Yes, there's gingered ale, but it is an alcoholic beverage.
Is there a non-alcohol? Is there a virgin style of this?
A virgin gingered ale. Well, I mean, that's kind of just gingered water, sweetie.
Could I have the gingered water, please?
So you're ordering gingered water. And
yeah, and I also ordered dinner.
Okay, and you're getting food and everything. Of course, it's vegan.
It's vegan. Of course, it's vegan.
Vegan at this tavern. So yeah, and you guys stay up for a pretty good while. But after about 3 hours, it dies down, and it's 11 p.m. at night, and about everyone's
Where's
going
Clyde?
Home. Clyde is just now coming in at 11 p.m. He looks like he's dripping with sweat. He's kind of tired. His clothes are all tattered, and he's just slumped over, head down, with his bow in his hand.
I go over to him and I say, "So it was Fight Club."
Might as well have been. I feel like I'm sore enough for it to have been.
What were you doing?
Guys, night out. And he just starts to walk upstairs and go to his room.
I go and I try to help him.
Okay, he makes it up fine, but yeah, he appreciates the assistance. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna be going to bed. We'll see everyone else sometime tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, oh wait, crap! I gotta give back this leaf crystal. Dang. All right. And I just kind of drop him off in his room, and I'm just like, you don't have to hide things from people. You don't need to have air quote boys' night out. You just have a night out.
Good night. This is my night in. And he closes the door, and you just hear him plop on the bed, and he basically passed out instantly.
Okay. And I give Crystal back, or who did I get the?
You got it from Crystal.
Yeah, I give her back her crystal.
Ha! Thanks for this chump, but after what happened tonight, I have enough money to buy 25 of these.
Dear God. Also, we need to get Nachia some armor.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to get it custom made. It's gonna be expensive.
I know. I was looking into it.
And also, I mean, don't animal companions get natural armor as they level up?
Yes, but right now he only levels when I get to level 5.
And I mean,
And then
are we
after
even
that-
sure that wolves can wear armor? We're gonna have to look into their animal arcs to see if they're even allowed to wear barding. What if he suffers more penalties to his attacks and he's less useful at hitting things than he already is?
Yeah, I know. We'll have to look into it. You're right. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, and I guess we'll see everybody in the morning.
All right, well, good nights now.
Good night. Click.
Okay, so yeah, everyone basically heads to their individual rooms and they go and sleep for the night.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So it is sleep. I slept. How long do I get to sleep? Do I roll?
Yeah, roll your d10. You sleep for 9 hours straight.
Okay.
And then you wake up and you were very well rested.
Clouds.
And
Clouds.
yes, you feel like you're floating on clouds in this bed.
Clyde, food.
And you awoke. Clyde, food. Food, pancakes. And you are woken up to the beautiful song of songbirds as the sun is streaming in through the window.
As I hear the sound of the songbirds, I just go, as loud, like really loud, like this groan of
Why are you exasperatingly sighing?
because the birds are making sound. And
Yes,
it's
that is what
morning.
songbirds do in the morning.
I know, it's really annoying. I'm just like, shut up.
Really listen.
I open my window. Shut up already.
Well, that's not really nice. I was just walking through the street here. Talking to my wife.
Oh, sorry, sir. I meant the birds, but yeah.
You look down and you see a brown-haired man and a woman she's carrying a child and they're walking through the path. They're looking up at you, shouting at the sky.
And I'm just like, really though, no, you guys are fine. Just keep going. It's just I slowly close the window and just kind of keep awkwardly looking down like, it's fine.
Okay, great.
I go outside. I look on my mini map. Do I see like people are downstairs or like awake and stuff moving around?
So yeah, it seems like most everyone's out of their rooms by now.
Then Clyde?
Yeah.
Surprising.
Mhm.
Okay, I go downstairs.
And as you're walking down the stairs, you hear,
Well, I never. I thought there would at least be some kind of meat in this place.
"You're in an elfin village, Tiffany. Do you really think that they're going to be serving meat?"
Well, I could at least hope for some bacon.
I
bacon and eggs.
storm down the stairs and I say, I have bear meat for you, Tiffany.
Oh my gosh, can we turn that into some bear jerky? Sounds like it'd be
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, we can. Where's Clyde when I need him? I don't know how to cook.
"He's right over here. Don't worry about it. I got you. I've already actually started cooking up some meat."
Oh, that's my man.
Yeah, I could actually go for some food too. A nice home
I
cooked
go over.
meal would be-
As he's talking, I just kind of go over and I jump and I give him a hug. I'm like, Wilson! I give him a really big hug.
Hi, Snow, and he's blushing hilariously.
You're alive!
Yeah,
I'm so
he's just
happy.
hugging his glaive. Yeah, we managed. We made it through. I made some maps.
I'm so proud of you. You're becoming such a grown man. It's great. I'm proud of you.
I don't know if that was condescending or insulting or
No,
a
no, no.
compliment.
It was a compliment. It might have sounded condescending. I just woke up and yelled at some birds.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Off the course.
Sounds about right.
Oh my gosh, we've got meat again. I can't believe it. This really is a happy day.
Goodness. So good morning, everyone. I'm glad that we have all adjourned at this meeting.
And everyone's just sitting down. They look up as they're tearing flesh out of their bear meat like this is a meeting.
Yes, I would like to bring about the discussion of the name of our future guild.
We have one of those.
Yes, we just need 3 more members and we can become a guild.
Yes, and then we can be the Twilight Assassin.
No. See, here. You know how there's the Dark Clan?
Yeah, those scumbags. Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of them. They made it so I couldn't buy health potions and nearly died.
Well. I pull out the paper crane. Well, and I start playing with it on my cheek. Let me put it this way.
And Celia snaps her fingers. It floats up in the air. Where did you get this? And instantly, it bursts into flames. And starts fluttering into a million pieces as the cinders fall to the ground.
You killed Carl!
Well, Carl was spying on you.
I'd rather Carl spy on me while I'm sleeping than Clyde. Carl,
I've done no such thing. He looks nervously to his right and left.
Clyde, we all know you do. But Carl, no! Also, that was my way of communicating with Snevak. Actually, wait, they were spying on me? Really? Seriously?
Yes, there
Oh.
was a clairvoyance spell on it, so they were able to see and hear everything that was
Oh my
going
God.
around in the immediate vicinity of
They
the
heard me
crane.
talking about food. and
Well, at least
Stuff.
luckily, after hearing your personality, they probably don't find you threatening.
no, they probably do. My only threat is my chaoticness in being alive. Anyway, yes. So the Dark Guild, they're a problem.
I agree. Those nasty folk, they bought up all the health potions and made it a lot harder for the rest of us to progress.
Yep. So I just thought about it, and I thought to myself, what if we made a guild whose sole purpose was not just the destruction of the Dark Guild?
Moonlight Ninjas.
No. Our purpose isn't just to destroy the Dark Guild. It's not really to destroy them. It's just to kind of,
That sounds really violent.
No. We
Player
combat
killing.
them. No, we combat them by helping other players get out of this game faster.
I mean, there is kind of already a guild like that. Yeah, it's called Mercy.
Oh my goodness, yes. Wait, what?
Yeah, if you look on the player boards and all the guild chats in basically the sub pages,
Wait,
you
there
can
are
see.
guild chats?
Yeah, there's a chat board.
I haven't been in my menus in a long time.
If you check the menus, you can tell that there's posts for all the guilds. But the two highest guilds right now. Well, number one's Dark with a couple thousand followers of the guild. But this number two is Mercy, and they're actually pretty high up there recruiting people too. And they're all a bunch of healers whose sole goal is to basically help people recover from the lack of health potions.
Well, that's their goal. Our goal is to clear the floor, not get the gold, but get the people out. Clear the floor and get people up to the levels faster. Okay, look. My only idea right now is that we call ourselves Odd.
I mean, we are a bunch of misfits, if I'm being honest.
But not like that. AOD.
I'm not the best at spelling or anything, but I don't think that's how you spell odd.
No, of course not. It stands for Antithesis of Darkness. I thought it was a cool idea because we would be like the antithesis of the Dark Guild, and we could be.
Couldn't we just call ourselves Light then?
No, that sounds stupid. It sounds so stupid.
I mean, I kind of like it. It's kind of like it's cool and it's nice. And
Which one?
Oh, yours.
Oh, thanks.
It's like funny, but it also has got like good meaning, and then we could like help people, and I could make maps and sell them.
Basically.
I think it's a genius idea that only an angel could come up with. An angel such as yourself.
Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that, Clyde. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm flattered, but at the same time, dear God, how many times can you call a person an angel and then not get tired of it?
How much is 7 times 77?
Okay then, Jesus.
I mean, I don't mind the idea of helping people out and everything. The name actually does have a nice ring to it, and it would be good to combat such terrible people that are running around right now in this society.
Yep, that is the ultimate goal. And I mean,
it could work, but like you said, we're still missing 3 members.
I know. Well, it's really weird. We haven't really run into any other players on this side of the map. Beyond Dark.
Well, I mean, there's a bit of, it's kind of hard to explain. If you check the floor count of players, it's been fluctuating.
Yeah, so...
Going up, going down, but also going up. Meaning that people are coming back to this floor. So they're
they
not
found a
just
way
dying,
out.
but they've found the way out. The reason why we might not have found that many players around this area is either because they found out that the exit isn't near here, or they found the exit and it is near here, and that's why we don't find them, because they've already left.
Well, the only thing I can think of is... more than likely it's Dark that got up faster than anyone else. They have the most players. But it's really weird. They had members here who were meeting with some old dude in a 10-gallon cap. I don't know. He had some kind of southern accent with a
his
giant...
name was Jenkins.
Was it?
Yeah.
He had a name?
I think it was Jenkins.
How do you know his name?
I overheard it.
Oh man, I don't know.
He's a perceptive one.
It doesn't surprise me. What is your class?
Darkness. And she just pulls up her cloak and disappears.
Does anybody know what her class is?
I mean, she stabs things, and she's...
Is she a rogue? Tiffany?
You think I know? I've barely spent 2 minutes with her. You're the one who's been partying up with her for the past couple
Clyde?
days.
Clyde, come on. You're the one who spies on all the women.
I mean, it's not my type. She's like 2 feet tall.
Hey, I take offense to that. I'm 2 feet 3 inches.
And she's 30 years old.
Not my type.
Well, okay. Look. So I overheard some stuff that might be interesting. If everyone... It's possible that, yes, the exit could be in the west, but why would the Dark Guild be here talking to a guy about a mission from the west, but then they disappeared? I know, I'm trying to piece things together, and it's not really working in my head right now. But...
Well, I mean, we have a couple of options. If we think that the reason that there's a lack of people here is because the exit's here, then we can keep exploring around here to see if we find the exit in this general area. Or we could follow the Dark Guild that we've rumored to hear being in the west, and then track them down because we've figured that they've already left the floor, and if we can find them, then they can lead us to the exit.
Well, we also got to consider our own survivability right now, because we haven't been able to find health potions almost anywhere. And this is like the only place where we know where slimes are. We might need to, find a way. Either we need to get a healer, I guess, from like that mercy group or whatnot.
I mean, we could hire somebody.
Yeah, but do we have the money for it?
We could probably come up with the funds, and also if we're going questing, we're going to get gold along the way.
This is true.
If we could just offer them a percentage of whatever we get, that could be incentive enough for them to join us.
This is true. Well, all I know is that we definitely, if we want to become a guild, we need to have 3 permanent members, in addition to what we have.
I mean, we could always just post on the guild board that we're looking for more people and see if anyone wants to join us.
Wilson, I leave that up to you.
Why isn't my job? I just make maps.
Because you're good with words and you're my map maker.
Neither of those only one of those things is true.
Okay, fine. Clyde.
And one of them has
Actually,
nothing
never
to do
mind.
with
Never
anything.
Clyde. Never mind. No, Clyde.
I can do it.
As long as there are no long pauses or sighs in it, we're good. And I mean
You're right.
this.
Maybe she shouldn't do it. I'll take care of recruiting people. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that we get the best of the best, top notch. We'll make an army able to withstand any invasion, raid into any kingdom that we need.
Any kingdom that we need. So all that's left is making a decision of where we need to go.
I mean, I wouldn't mind scouting the area out more. That's how I was able to level up really fast, because I made a bunch of maps.
This is true. That would be
and
good.
then we can sell maps to other various players. Yes, but that is rather slow, and if our guild's objective is clearing the floor quickly, we should probably find the most efficient route to leaving,
Yes.
instead of taking time to explore each floor to its complete and entirety.
I wonder. I'm thinking it's we're either at the place where people are getting out, or it's in the west. I really think that maybe what we need to do is follow in the tracks of the Dark Guild until, for now, figure out what they were doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving them the old 1-2, paying them back for all the trouble they caused us, but we'd have to travel pretty far.
Yeah, it's going west. And we're all the way over here.
I mean, at worst, we can always use our leaf crystals to go back to the town of beginnings, see if we can recruit some more people when we're in the area, and then before we head off west, or see
Yeah.
if we can find some more friends on our way to the west.
It's going to be easier to recruit people on floor 1. I can tell you that much. Because if somebody's already on floor 2 at this point in the game, more than likely they're already part of a guild or a party. It's going to be easier to recruit them here than it is anywhere else. And we haven't really run into any other players in this area, so maybe heading west is the best decision.
Everyone's basically nodding in agreement that they all think that, given a day's time to prepare and get ready, you should all head back to the town of beginnings and make your way back.
Very well. I mean, I agree with that sentiment. Also, I gotta go check on my wolf guys, make sure he's, like, up to snuff.
I mean, is there something wrong with him? Oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was awful. The entire adventure. There was an elk, and then there was a dire bear, and then Clyde's armor got eaten by a praying mantis.
Speaking of which, Tiffany,
Yeah?
Celia,
Yes.
I pull out the bear head and the bear
Both of
pelt.
them are frozen.
as if they don't know what to do with themselves. And then simultaneously, they raise both their arms up and smack them down on the table, as if, where did you find one of those?
Well, this was given to me by...
It's an incredibly rare item.
Oops.
There is a percent chance of a percent chance that actually spawning.
It was actually given to me by the NPC when we defeated the dire bear, because I...
Oh my gosh. Imagine all the things you can make out of that. You can make armor, you can make you can make arms, you can make armor, you could make a magical item, you could have so many magical effects. I'm sure Celia could whip up half of the things that you need that you couldn't even imagine that you would want.
I mean...
I know I could make some masterwork armor out of it. I could probably make something that gives you animal form or shift change basically 3 times per day, so you could transform into a bear. Or I could just use the components of the bear to actually give you the very standard but permanent in this options bear endurance, which gives you a +4 to your constitution.
Oh my gosh, imagine me with that. I'd be unkillable.
I mean, Rog, if you go and ask Pelias, I'm sure he'll give you a bear head. He's got too many, he said. Too many.
I don't really think that he's gonna be very active anymore. He seemed a little traumatized by the whole event.
Do I need to go talk to him?
I don't think that would make anything better.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think what he's saying is that the adventure that he went out on with us is kind of terrifying to him, and he doesn't want to relive his worst memories by having you around.
Why me? Why is it me? What did I do? What did I specifically do to him? Guys?
I don't know, you're kind of the party leader.
Am I? When? Since when? Wait.
I mean, you did just call a team meeting, and then just suggest our guild name and basically decide for us where we're going. Yeah, you've kind of been self-elected by yourself and a couple of the other members to be giving the instructions and shots around here. Makes less work for all of us, so I don't mind.
Oh, well. Okay. I never thought I'd be a leader of any kind, so this is a little awkward and overwhelming that I'm actually thinking about what I have to do, and I'm gonna go
Tiffany puts his hand on your shoulder. With great power comes great responsibility.
I'm gonna go sit in a corner and hide.
Don't worry, and he puts both his arms on your shoulders. We believe in you. We know you can do it. Lead us out of this terrible game.
I don't know if I can. I might lead us into worse situations.
Maybe the person that gets lost and loses people in a small town isn't the best person to be leading us around.
I mean, she doesn't really have to literally lead us around. I've got maps, but... I mean, she comes up with good decisions, and she's normally able to lead us in a good direction and figure out what's best for what we need to do as a group. And I mean, hey, she is kind of what brought us all together. And
It was
everyone
more
looks
like
and nods
Nachia
and agrees.
brought us all together.
Also, Angus.
Angus and Nachia brought us together, guys. Maybe they're the real leaders in this group. They're our mascots.
Oh my gosh, can we have a wolf as our mascot? And we can have a little banner and it'll be blue but with a gray wolf face on it?
Sure, we can do that.
Awesome. I don't know if that has to do with the antithesis of darkness, but it's awesome.
What if we had like a half moon thing?
Ooh.
Half moon, like half of the wolf's face is showing, and then like it's like a moon.
Worry about this later.
Okay. Anyway,
I'll just start drawing sketches.
And she disappears and ducks under the table.
I'm like, how useful do you guys think a potion of precognition would be?
Well, I mean, depending on how extreme the precognition is, pretty potent.
What if the potion of precognition talked to you before you drank it?
I may be slightly concerned. I don't think I could drink anything that talks to me. That would be weird.
I mean, I've eaten things that were screaming before. I don't think it'd be that big of a problem.
I'm just like, okay, I'll be right back. Can you I look at Celia and I say, could you actually make me that bear's endurance thing? Tell me how much it costs later. I'm working on getting more money.
Well, it's going to take a couple of days. Yeah, a couple of days at the least.
How about if I give you 500 now? Would that be good enough for now?
That would probably be enough to actually get the creation underway.
I throw the money at her. Take my 500.
Oh. She kind of jumps up and is startled by this giant sack of money that's now on her. All right, Celia, you heard it. It's time to get back to work. We aren't level 6s for nothing.
You're level 6!
Yeah, they leveled up while I leveled up too. They mostly focused on me, though.
Hey.
He's kind of shaking.
Hey. You needed it.
Birds. The birds.
Like,
and he's just shaking and mumbling.
I'm just like, Clyde, come with me. Wilson, I'll be back for you later. Wait for me, darling. And I just...
You're darn right I get to get with you.
Okay.
He prances off after you.
Okay. So as we're walking, I'm like, okay, Clyde, we're going back to the alchemist shop. But
the regular alchemist where your wolf is?
yes. After we go to the other alchemist.
Why are we going there again?
Also, I need you to drink this. And I hand him the clear potion. You drink it, I will kiss you full on the lips.
He blushes, he grabs it, and he downs it.
Wow. That was easy.
Do you, by the way?
I will.
When?
After it's all done.
Oh, okay. Roll a perception check. He's incredibly flushed. He's like, what? And he looks really, really uncomfortable.
Longer than 4 hours. Oh God.
Even number 4. I literally wrote this down.
Oh.
You gave him an erection that lasts longer than 4 hours.
You might want to see it talked. That's a good one. I think we're going to the alchemist. I'm just saying.
And he covers himself up. Like he pulls his robe in front of him and he's like waddling really awkwardly.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm not kissing you until that goes away, buddy. There's no way.
You did this to me and not in the way that girls normally do this.
That's gonna hurt. Just so you know, that's gonna really hurt. Okay, I go to the other alchemist.
Uh-huh.
And I just pop my head in. Hey, do you have any more of that approval?
What?
It's me.
What?
It's me.
Who? Me who? Do I know a me? I know a shmee once.
I'm your potion tester.
Oh, you. The suicidal one, yes. What do you mean?
Do you have any more of that precognition potion?
Because you were bugging me so much up about it, I was able to whip one up.
Just
Just one, though.
It lasted 30 minutes.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay.
So just one, huh?
I was like, oh, how many do you want me to make in one day?
Oh.
What your hand sticking out? What do you want?
And can I have it, please?
He's kind of grumbling as his mustache twitches.
I risk my life for you.
His eyes are wincing at him.
Don't go spending it all in one place. He puts it down on the table.
Yes.
50 gold.
30. And I'll drink an
35.
extra potion for you.
30 and you're drinking another. Yeah, here you go.
Yes. Okay. Does he have an extra potion for me to
Of
drink?
course, he always has an expression for drink. I'm trying to think which one I want to give you.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
There's no love potion right now.
No, it's
that
not.
would be terrible.
You are. It's like a yellowy. It's like. The best way to explain it is it literally looks like alphabet soup.
Alphabet soup? Okay.
Alphabet soup.
I open it. Does it talk to me?
No.
Thank God. I smell it.
Smells like alphabet soup. Smells like chicken broth and noodles.
I'm like, okay, Claude, don't worry. If it does the same thing to me, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I would do with that. Anyway, I down it.
Okay. Amazing. And you make a perception check.
That's 5 again. My perception, it's 11.
Okay. I mean, still, you manage, and you're kind of like looking around, like seeing what's changed. And you actually are seeing that some of the books that were up on the walls that you couldn't read before, you actually understand what they say.
It's a language soup.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes. Oh God, no. It's Clyde, nod your head if you can understand me.
And he just looks blankly at you and tilts his head. Oh, you're speaking a really weird language there.
And I can't understand him, I'm assuming.
No, you can understand him perfectly.
Why can't I understand you?
Wow, now you're talking in merfolk?
I look back at Clyde. Clyde?
Elvish? I can speak that one.
What's going on?
I don't speak dwarf.
I
I'm
try to
sorry.
control it.
Nope.
Blah, 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 blah.
You just get blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
All right, well, tell me when that wears off, and tell me what it does, because right now it just seems like you can't control what language
I
you
motion
speak.
in the air for a piece of paper, basically to write.
Hands you a sheet of paper.
I write on it.
Okay, what do you write?
Language soup.
Okay, you write that in 5 different languages.
Can he read one of them?
He can read language. Yes, your languages are mixed up.
Soup. I just keep writing the word soup until I get to a language he can understand.
You wrote soup 12 different ways, and he's like, soup? What about soup? Are
Point
you
to
hungry?
language. I point to the one he read in this one.
Yes, that's the potion. It was alphabet soup.
And I thumbs up.
What about it?
And I like make a motion with my hand, like talking, like
Okay.
I should like shrug my shoulders, like not understanding languages.
Okay. So how long are you gonna stay trying to tell him what's going on?
I will stay as long as necessary, because as long as it's not 4 hours.
Alright, so this goes on for 10 minutes until finally the effects wear off.
It's a language potion. I can't. It makes me talk lots of languages you can't understand. Apparently.
Can you understand any of them?
Yeah.
Interesting. So you can understand all languages, but you don't get to choose which ones you talk or correspond in.
I could have been cursing you out for all I know.
Could have been.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I only speak 3 languages.
Well, thank you. We may not be back for a while, so
What if I have more potions to test?
if you have more potions, send me a PM. Unless you want to
Promise
send
no
them directly to
deviation.
my inbox.
Maybe. No, we'll talk. Just come back within a week or so.
A week? Okay. So one. No, my
You
pet's.
can always use a leave crystal to get back here. If you
Yes,
need
it's
to.
true. 1 week.
As long as you're not out in the middle of nowhere and can't get back to where you're going, it shouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. I'm like,
Get out
also,
of my store.
you have anything to counteract what he's got going?
Oh, what's going on with him? And he squints his eyes, and he puts on his glasses, and then he bursts. I can't do anything about raging hormones. Not funny.
It's a little funny. I'm sorry, Clyde. It's a little funny. I will kiss you later.
Yeah, well, trust me, that's not gonna help with it any.
Nope. I know.
Shut up! I didn't ask for any of this from any of you.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
He starts to storm out too.
Okay. Well, I mean, I make my way back to the tavern.
Okay.
Does he go back?
Yeah, he goes back with you.
They're like, okay. So, note to everybody: don't drink the potion. What was it? What color potion was it? What color potion was the one I gave him? Clear.
Yeah, it was pretty clear.
Don't drink the clear potion from the alchemist, the crazy alchemist lady.
Why do you always seem to befriend the crazy people?
I don't know. They
I want
always
to test
find
experimental drugs on you.
they find me. Also, it's basically Viagra.
As long as it doesn't last for more than 4 hours, that's fine by me.
Push Clyde out. I'm like, he'll be fine.
I hope so too.
Okay. Well, guys, I guess should we head out tomorrow then, or?
Yeah, I think we should all hit the hay. Yeah, I think it'd probably be a good idea. I'm pretty tuckered out from
Hit the
wrestling all
hay?
those people.
What time is it?
You know,
It's only morning.
trying to think about that. No, it is only morning. I mean, we're going to be working on our project for a little bit since you just gave us this thing where you want permanent bears endurance and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And me and Grog are going to go shopping, but you don't like shopping.
Shopping is
So
stressful.
we're going to go do that. And I had plans before this. And now I don't know if I want to go out in public.
And what plans were those, Clyde?
Practice my archery.
You're gonna practice your archery?
Practice my archery.
You want me to go with you? I'll watch your back. Why don't you want to be seen with me? You don't want to be seen because you have an erection that lasts more than 4 hours.
And then you hear, actually, it's Snow.
Yeah.
Would you want to see some of Angus's new tricks?
Oh, sure. Angus has tricks.
Yeah,
Oh my
I leveled up, and he leveled up too, so I got to teach him some new tricks.
Oh my goodness, I go over and I'm just like, oh yes, show me.
And Tiffany looks you dead in the eye and says, "You do not want to see his horse's new tricks."
Does it pee on command now? Does he poop on command? Tiffany, what's wrong? Is it that bad?
I'm trying to find it. Give me a second.
Does he come? Does he sit? Does he go?
He's like, "Oh, but we are gonna need probably one other person so I can show you what he can do too."
Clyde, come on.
I had plans. Archery.
I go up to Zero and I whisper, I'll give you 2 kisses.
That's really not gonna help with this erection lasting.
No, but later it will.
Okay. All right, Clyde, I just need you to and it's great. We've got enough people. If we just go to the stables, we can pick them up.
Poor Clyde. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go to the stables.
Okay, so you
Clyde's got a pillow in front of himself
yeah,
the entire
basically.
time.
And you make your way to stables. He's like, Clyde, can you just hop up on Angus so I can show you what he can do? Man, that's a little hard right now. Literally. I don't know. Well, I can't have Snow do it. It would be awkward. Just trust me.
It would be awkward. What the heck?
So he's like, fine. Clyde hops up on Angus. Angus looks at him, death glaring Clyde like daggers.
You have an erection on top of me, sir?
But Wilson's able to calm him down, like, no, it's fine. And then he backs away, and Angus is sitting all calm. And Wilson just goes, "Now." And Angus jumps up and starts bucking wildly and is doing everything in his might he can to throw Clyde off of this horse. And right now it is a battle between Angus and Clyde. No, Clyde just gets Angus bucks and Clyde gets launched forward 10 feet and just luckily lands in a bay of hail.
Wait, Wilson.
Yeah.
What trick is this?
Oh, it's throw rider. So if anyone tries to steal Angus, he throws them off.
Wow, I really feel bad. I feel bad for Clyde, Wilson.
Oh yeah, Tiffany too. He's the one who helped me teach Angus this trick.
You don't want to see this trick. Oh, I go over and I'm like, Clyde, are you okay?
It's so awkward to be in this much pain and have an erection. This is a first. To make it stop.
I'm so sorry.
Kiss it and make it better.
Kiss what and make it better?
Yeah, that sounds awkward. Never mind. Don't. Forget I ever said that.
It's kind of hard to forget that you said that specifically in that order in this circumstance.
Anyways, Sugar Lips, you want to help me up here?
I reached my hand out. I said, "You get to pick the time and the place where I give you a kiss, okay?"
That's much...
Later, but I'm just
Later.
saying. I'm so sorry, Wilson. That was mean.
What do you? I wanted to show you his new trick.
Well, I'm proud of you for teaching him such a new trick.
And I didn't want you to be the one riding him, so I thought we'd get someone else.
Maybe we should have gotten Pelias.
This is why Pelias is hiding from you.
Why? Okay.
Think about the context of what you just said. I want to get Pelias so I can have him be thrown off a horse.
You're like, oh, Wilson, I'm so glad you wanted to show me the trick. But also, Clyde is having issues.
What? What's wrong with Clyde? No, everything's fine. This is okay.
Is it okay?
This is okay.
Well,
You can sense motive. This is not okay.
This is not okay.
He is not okay. He's trying to hide it. He's hiding it poorly, but Wilson is just completely oblivious. And he's like, Snow, I also managed to draw some maps out of the various areas.
Oh, sweet. I look at his maps.
They're very detailed and intricate, and they're so he's actually detailed a lot of the area of the forest out for the entire place that he's gone through, and it does actually make a giant basically circle because you kind of just went straight, but they ended up curving up north, going a little west, and then heading back down south. So it kind of completes the area out. They're very detailed, and you can see that it depicts what type of creatures live there, and their spawn rates and
Wow.
drop chances and everything.
These are really good.
Yeah,
You really could sell these.
I mean, we could, but at the same time,
We need them.
they were not easy to get. Birds, and he just starts shaking it again. The birds.
I give him a hug. It's okay. The birds aren't gonna get you.
Tiffany said, and then they got me.
Well, I mean, now we're all back together as a party, and we're probably not gonna separate for a while again, so it's gonna be fine. It'll be okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm looking forward to.
I guess.
All right, well,
Well, you're my riding partner again. Well, I'm your riding partner again, so
Dollface.
yeah.
I've got, best be going. I have guys things. Boys' night, days out.
I'm getting so annoyed with these boys' night out things. What are these boys' night out things, Clyde?
He leans it. Don't tell anyone. Archery practice.
I'm not gonna tell anybody. You can practice archery.
Okay.
You're a big boy. You don't need to hide it.
Right. I'm bad at hitting things.
We know.
So I wanted to get better and then impress people with my mad archery skills to pick up the chicks.
Oh, what chicks you picking up?
You. Because once I can hit things, I'll sweep you off your feet and be like Robin Hood. But not the new one. That movie sucked.
Which one? I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Don't watch it. Don't find out. Better to be ignorant.
See, no, I prefer Green Arrow.
Sexy man. Smallville or and you just go on for a 5-minute rant about forms of.
Yeah, basically. All right.
But then he ends up walking up and is like, anyways, I gotta become the new Oliver Queen. And he starts walking off to practice his archery.
Make sure you shoot your arrow straight.
Yeah, and not into my leg like you.
Okay. Low blow.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. All right. So I guess
It's now about midday.
okay.
Actually, maybe a little later by now.
A little bit later. Okay.
Yeah.
I go and visit with Nachia.
Okay.
And
He's doing well. He's doing very well.
did Wilson come with me?
Probably.
Okay. I tell Wilson everything that's gone on and all the potions that I've been testing.
He's listening very intently and also swaps stories about how they went northward and it was pretty calm, but as soon as they went deeper into the forest, there were carnivorous birds that were predator birds and tried ripping his flesh off. Now traumatized. And he ran into them 5 different times.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, only thing we ran into was elk, dire bear, mantids, and not mantids, mantids, excuse me. Yeah, no. Oh, and wolves. That's about it. Interesting. And I look at his map, I'm like, how deep did you guys go into the woods?
And you can see he has a very detailed drawing of where they ended up going. And they went a good 10, 12 tiles deep. So they were actually pretty far. Because if each tile's around about 5 miles, then they went around about 60 miles.
Wow. Dang. No wonder it took you guys so long to get back to us. Well, I mean, what do you think would be the best route for us to go back? If we're going westward, are we just going to head straight across? We're going to go to Town of Beginnings and go?
Probably the Town of Beginnings, because we're all the way on the east. Honestly, if we kept going east further instead of heading south, we probably would have hit the edge of the map.
Dang. I thought this map was bigger than that. Like it. Okay. Well, we'll I guess we're heading out tomorrow, so I mean, might as well just head back and kind of relax before we have to kind of.
Aren't we here to pick up Nachia?
Oh yeah, that's the
He
thing.
points to the alchemist shop that you were walking towards, but then you got distracted
Oh yeah.
in the middle of your conversation.
This is why I probably am told that I might need to, like, go see a doctor. I get distracted too easy. Okay. So, I guess we go in to the shop. Is, Angelica there?
Yeah, she's behind the counter.
Is Grog there?
No.
I go up to the counter. I'm like, so Angelica, I see you're not
Yes.
with Grog.
Well, and she blushes. He only comes into my store every once in a while.
Only once in a while. How would you like to see him more than once in a while?
And she kind of like looks up to like towards the ceilings and like bats her eyes and looks as if she's entertaining him. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely?
Oh, I see. Did you ever think of maybe asking him out? He's a shy man, so he,
Oh no, I couldn't. He's an adventurer. He's got his own business to attend to, and I mean, I'm just an NPC. It's not written in my code.
It's not written in your code, but still, you have feelings, don't you?
No, of course I do. I only see thin, frail, elvish men all the time, but such a muscular, hulking figure as his.
How was Wilson reacting to this conversation?
Wilson is kind of in the corner.
Like,
Just like, he's literally fingers in ears going la 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 la.
I take his fingers out of his ears and said, Wilson, it's okay.
No, this is not okay. This is more awkward
What?
than Clyde's erection lasting more than 4 minutes.
Oh, you actually noticed that?
Only after we talked about it. I didn't know before I told him to get on Angus. I'm not that mean.
Yeah, no, I basically gave him a Viagra potion. On accident. I was told to give a guy the potion, and I was getting back at him. What was I getting back at him for again? I don't know. I just did it.
And by the way, while you're talking to Wilson, Angelica's still daydreaming on, looking towards the ceiling, mumbling to herself.
My perception check.
Oh, we
19.
could walk through the garden here. Admire flowers and herbs that I collect. And show him all the marvelous. And we have a lovely time together, and I could admire his strong physique to carry all the larger baskets for me.
Oh my god. I say, well, Angelica, you know he's going to be leaving tomorrow.
Oh no, I'll have to stop by before he does.
Yes. And I look at my map. Where is he?
He's in the tavern.
He's in the tavern right now. If you would like to go see this man's physique at work, he's probably making short work of some of those elven rangers.
Literally what she does.
I'm here to pick up Nachia anyway.
Oh yes, and she tries to regain her composure. When she is literally previously just melted. But then she whistles and she brings him out. He looks a lot better.
What's his? How much did he heal?
He's back to full health.
Yes.
Because he's rested for 2 full days.
Cool. Okay. And I'm just like, well, I mean, we're gonna go back to the tavern if you would like to join us.
I
Close down for
possibly
lunch.
couldn't go
Close down
out
for
in this
lunch.
state. I'll probably pop by in the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Or eat closer towards the evening.
Okay. And I'm just like, okay. Come now, Nachia, let's go.
Oh.
Aha. So I look at Wilson. I'm just like, Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm setting him up.
Setting who up? What?
Grog
Why?
and Angelica. I'm shipping it.
What about Crystal?
Are they a thing?
Oh no, I thought so. She literally rides him.
I know, but at the same time, we need to make things happen faster. I'm not sure what their relationship is. Actually, they don't fit. Like,
What do you mean? They seem to get along pretty alright.
Wilson, no. Okay. How old are you?
Old enough.
How old is old enough?
Chica's characters.
How old is he?
I don't have weight written down on here.
You don't have weight? Not how old.
I mean, not weight. I only have weight and height written down. I don't have age.
You didn't know how old he was?
He's probably in his late teens.
Oh gosh. Okay. Right. Okay. He's younger than me. Like,
How old are you in this point? I thought you were in your
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's about that age.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, to be fair, I am being trained in the medical field. Never mind.
Okay, so you end there and you make your way back to the tavern before we are resting and heading to the west.
Yes.
And I think that before we rest and head out, that this is a good place to call it for the night.
Yes.
So with that being said, thank you for watching, everybody. Please do comment, like, and subscribe if you like what we're doing here and wish to keep updated on all of our videos. And do be sure to comment if you have any ideas for characters, because I'm making all of them. And if you want your name or your concept or idea or featured in any of our upcoming videos, just please do put a comment down below and we'll read through it. And who knows, I can even make you an air quote PC in the upcoming quests. So thank you.
Thank you. See you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have happy holidays.